81 Inspiring past quotes to learn from it but focus on the present. Find here some motivational past quotes that will help you to find some motivation in your life. The mistakes made in the past are our greatest teacher of all time. The learning we get from our past mistakes, we cannot get from anywhere. Our past means a lot to us. Our past actions determine our present state, and our present actions determine our future state. So to some extent, the past is relevant for us. We can learn from the past, but we cannot waste our present thinking about it too much. In this post, we are sharing the list of 81 quotes about the past that will help you to learn from your past, but focus on your present. Inspirational quotes about past. 1. The past is never where you think you left it. Catherine and Porter. 2. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. Rick Warren. 3. If we let go of the past, we will never learn from our mistakes. Sarah Van Waterscoot. 4. I am who I am because the tears of my past have watered the magnificence of my present. Steve Maraboli. 5. Our past may shape us, but it doesn't define us. Alison Noel. 6. Everyone has a past, but that's just it, it's in the past. You can learn from it, but you can't change it. Nicholas Sparks. 7. Sometimes we live too much in the past, remembering what we wished had happened. Harley King. 8. Your past is always your past. Even if you forget it, it remembers you. Sarah Dessen. 9. We don't have to be defined by the things we did or didn't do in our past. Some people allow themselves to be controlled by regret. Maybe it's a regret, maybe it's not. It's merely something that happened. Get over it. Pittacus Lore. 10. Memories are dangerous things. You turn them over and over until you know every touch and corner, but still, you'll find an edge to cut you. Mark Lawrence. 11. My past has not defined me, destroyed me, deterred me, or defeated me, it has only strengthened me. Steve Maraboli. Do not live in the past quotes. 12. Today expect something good to happen to you no matter what occurred yesterday. Realize the past no longer holds you captive. It can only continue to hurt you if you hold on to it. Let the past go. A simply abundant world awaits. Sarah Brethnock. 13. Let your strength from the past provide proof of your abilities to conquer the difficulties of the present. John Talmadge Mathis. 14. Don't allow past experiences to be forgotten. Hold them close. John Talmadge Mathis. 15. Sometimes in order to appreciate your future, you must remember the past. Dennis E. Adonis. 16. Our past may explain why we're suffering, but we must not use it as an excuse to stay in bondage. Joyce Meyer. 17. If you have a past with which you feel dissatisfied, then forget it, now. Imagine a new story for your life and believe in it. Focus only on the moments when you achieved what you desired, and that strength will help you to get what you want. Paulo Coelho. 18. The past can teach us, nurture us, but it cannot sustain us. The essence of life changes, and we must move ever forward or the soul will wither and die. Susanna Keyarsley. Past quotes to live in the present. 19. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Let us begin. Mother Teresa. 20. Yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present. Bill Keane. 21. The present changes the past. Looking back, you do not find what you left behind. Kiran Desai. 22. Don't live in the past, you've already been there. And don't live in the future, either. Tomorrow will be here soon enough. Live in this moment now, it is sacred and unrepeatable. This moment alone holds valuable gifts that should not be missed. Steve Goodyear. 23. The past is a ghost, the future a dream, and all we ever have is now. Bill Cosby. 24. One cannot and must not try to erase the past merely because it does not fit the present. Golda Meir. 25. The present is the key to the past. Archibald Geeky. Past quotes related to future. 26. The past is always tense, the future perfect. Zadie Smith. 27. Study the past if you would define the future. Confucius. 28. You cannot harden your heart to the future just because of your past. You cannot use cruelty against yourself to justify cruelty to others. Marie Lu. 29. With each passing moment, I'm becoming part of the past. There is no future for me, just the past steadily accumulating. Haruki Murakami. 30. No people whose word for yesterday is the same as their word for tomorrow can be said to have a firm grip on the time. Salman Rushdie. 31. Once your past no longer has the power to define you, your future is, quite literally, yours for the taking. Every single beautiful thing you could possibly want or imagine will be yours. Dan Pierce. Forget the past quotes. 32. For most of the people there is no today, and there is no tomorrow. For them, there are only the past times. Leave your past to live your today, and to live your tomorrow. Mehmet Murat Ilden. 33. The success of the future does not lie solely on the safety of the past, but relies broadly on the security of the present. Israel Moore Ivor. 34. Always choose the future over the past. What do we do now? Brian Tracy. 35. Some people read palms to tell your future, but I read hands to tell your past. Each scar makes a story worth telling. Each calloused palm, each cracked knuckle is a missed punch or years in a factory. Sarah Kay. 36. People don't realize that the future is just now, but later. Russell Brand. Letting go of the past quotes. 37. It is not until you change your identity to match your life blueprint that you will understand why everything in the past never worked. Shannon L. Alder. 38. You can't clean your dirty past as if you are cleaning a dirty window. All you can do is to create a clean future. Mehmet Murat Ilden. 39. The past is far behind. If you still want to look at it, you will painfully stretch your neck muscles. Don't live in the past, leave the past, but learn from it. Israel Moore Ivor. 40. People don't exist without the past, I know. But the past isn't alive. It's you who's alive. Shua. 41. I can't change the past, but that doesn't mean I can't learn from it. I can't the future, but that doesn't mean I can't be ready for it. Kenneth de Guzman. 42. Your past is a place for reference, not residence. Ifani Enoch Anyuha. 43. The past is like a deceased person. It has to be remembered. Jake Gallardo. 44. Don't reside in the past. Instead, refer to it, else you will remain in the remand of high demand, but with low command. Israel Moore Ivor. 45. People are trapped in history, and history is trapped in them. James Baldwin. 46. History is the version of past events that people have decided to agree upon. Napoleon Bonaparte. 47. If you want to fly on the sky, you need to leave the earth. If you want to move forward, you need to let go of the past that drags you down. Amit Ray. 48. Yesterday was the last day on the calendar of the past. Tomorrow will be the first day on the calendar of the future. Today is both the first and the last day of the present. Use it well. Israel Moore Ivor. 49. Living in the past can only hold those who live there as its prisoners. Ellen J. Barrier. 50. Past has a very great superiority over the future. The future may not exist, but the past existed. Mehmet Murat Ilden. 51. Don't swear at your past, you couldn't exist without it. It is the only path to reach today and tomorrow. Remember that past is a great teacher who taught us all we know now. Mehmet Murat Ilden. 52. Every lesson you take from your past immediately turns into stairs to the light. Mehmet Murat Ilden. 53. You couldn't erase the past. You couldn't even change it. But sometimes life offered you the opportunity to put it right. And Brashares. 54. You can never go back to a specific moment. That's why it's important to live in the present and not the past. Don't let foolish memories get in the way of the makings of new ones. Emily Cowsons. Motivational past quotes. 55. The past beats inside me like a second heart. John Bonville. 56. The past can't hurt you anymore, not unless you let it. Alan Moore. 57. My yesterday walk with me. They keep step, they are gray faces that peer over my shoulder. William Golding. 58. The past was always there, lived inside of you, and it helped to make you who you were. But it had to be placed in perspective. The past could not dominate the future. Barbara Taylor Bradford. 59. The past is a cupboard full of light, and all you have to do is find the key that opens the door. Kate Atkinson. 60. The only thing new in the world is the history you do not know. Harry S. Truman. 61. Those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat it. George Santayana. 62. I want everything back, the way it was. But there is no point to it, this wanting. Margaret Atwood. 63. Change is the law of life. And those who look only to the past or the present are certain to miss the future. John F. Kennedy. 64. People who say that yesterday was better than today are ultimately devaluing their own existence. Karl Lagerfeld. 65. There is no present or future, only the past, happening over and over again now. Eugene O'Neill. 66. The past was gone and the future had yet to unfold, and he knew he should focus his life on the present, yet his day-to-day existence suddenly struck him as endless and unbearable. Nicholas Sparks. 67. When the past is forgotten, the present is unforgettable. Martin Amis. 68. The past always seems better when you look back on it than it did at the time. And the present never looks as good as it will in the future. It's depressing if you spend too much time reliving old joys. You think you'll never have anything as good again. Peter Benchley. 69. Yesterday was a beautiful tune on the lips of life, and today is a silent secret. Khalil Gibran. 70. The historical sense involves a perception not only of the pastness of the past, but of its presence. T.S. Eliot. 71. You can only predict things after they have happened. Eugene Ionesco. 72. What our parents tell us when we are small seldom goes ignored, no matter how foolish it may be. Stephen King. 73. No past to make us sentimental, no future to embarrass us, a difficult moment when you are out of practice, a moment that makes you go cold, cold and wary. Jean Rhys. 74. Your past has already been written and the words cannot be changed, but your future is waiting to be written. Make it a bestseller. Abigail Lansbrook. 75. The past does not define me, it ignites me. The past is not a piece of me, it has placed me. Ricky May. 76. You can't change the things you've done. It's now and the here on out you've got control of. Mindy McGinnis. 77. Where you come from, what you look like, and what your past holds do not define you as an individual, you are what you make yourself to be. Kat Von D. 78. Yesterday is the history chapter in the book of life, isn't it time you turned the page? Rob Liano. 79. Just because the past didn't turn out as you wanted it to, doesn't mean the future can't be better than you ever imagined. Ziad K. Abdelnour. 80. The past is devoid of meaning like the present, and a refuge for cowards. E. M. Forster. 81. To use the past to justify the present is bad enough, but it's just as bad to use the present to justify the past. Amitabh Ghosh. I hope you liked the above inspiring past quotes and sayings. Don't forget to mention the best line that you liked most from the above lines in the comment box below.